We're getting yelled at and we haven't even started yet.
We haven't even started
yet.
yet.
Does that happen to you a lot in your life?
All the time.
Really? What are people's main complaint with Orlando Bloom?
Punctuality, probably. Could be punctuality.
Mine is being a hothead.
A hothead?
Never backing down, even when I'm so blatantly wrong.
Okay, well then I'll be honest. It's not punctuality. If we're being honest.
Yeah, let's be honest.
I'm stubborn as an ox.
Really?
Once I stick my horns in, I'm like, this is happening this way.
You know that moment when it changes and you're like, I'm wrong, holy cow, I'm wrong, and you keep going like to the death?
Happens every day. Most moments of every day.
Me too. Is it pride? Is it our ego, our arrogance?
I don't know. I put it down to being a Capricorn and I have horns on my head, and when I start bucking horns, I'm like, that's it, I lock.
This will be your first holiday season living in New York City with your family. What are you most excited about?
Snow.
Snow.
Yeah.
They make that where you're from?
They do, but my son hasn't really experienced snow.
You have a plan for what you're going to do the first day it snows?
I'm going to throw snowballs at him.
Run, kid, run!
He's going to love it.
He's going to love it. If you could promise yourself a gift,
if
in the next years moving forward, what would you want to change or do for yourself?
Time to be as open and dangerous and open as possible. I think part of being a part of like playing Romeo on Broadway right now is open my heart in a way that like I was like, oh my word.
What's the most surprising, emotional fact you've learned about yourself by doing the role?
Oh, God, you make this so easy on a Monday morning. What day is it?
Are we Monday? It is not. First of all, it's not Monday. Second of all, you knew what you're getting into.
No, I did no idea.
Oh, you've never seen my show? I'm not plugging your show if you don't answer my question.
Most what? Most interesting,
You say
emotional.
you've learned a lot emotionally. You've grown a lot emotionally.
Did I say that?
Heart. You said you
I said I'm opening my heart.
You open your heart. So when you got in there, what did you find that you're like, I didn't know I felt this way or that way. I didn't know I approached the world this way or that way.
I suppose that there's a humanity that I'm very kind of connected to. There's a humanness which is not afraid to make a mistake, which I think maybe was previously, and that goes across the board in all aspects of my life.
So you're releasing control a little bit.
Yeah, I could say that.
Well, then coming back to the original thing we talked about,
Do I have to pay you for this session as well?
I know. Yes, you do. As a matter of fact. What's the main difference between theater acting and film acting?
Theater is an amazing art form, and it's an amazing way to really sharpen and learn your craft. In a sense, I could say I kind of had sort of shut down from years of big movies and exposure in a way that, you know, and by the way, love big movies.
Like The Hobbit. Or
like The Hobbit.
All the Lord of the Rings is.
Yes.
All the Hobbits is. I mean, you'll go big or go home, Bloom.
Right,
That's how you do it.
Do not think I won't kill you, dwarf.
All right, let's talk about the movie. So you have the next one coming out, the second of a third?
Second of a third, indeed.
Which is really the fifth of a sixth.
Which is really a fifth of a sixth.
Good on ya. What can superfans expect to see this time that's going to be different than the last one?
Well, Peter Jackson has said that this would be his favourite of all the six that he's shot thus far. So, like, coming from Peter, I haven't seen it. And, you know, the thing about shooting with Peter is you have no idea what you've done. It's like you can be around for an awfully long time. You can shoot for like 3 days straight, a really intense scene, and then you're off for like a week. So quite honestly, one of the joys of working with Peter Jackson is that when you actually sit down in the movie, you go, oh my God, they did that. That's amazing.
Ready for a cheesy question?
Ready.
I'm thinking about the dragon.
Okay. Schmaug.
Schmaug. If you had to slay a dragon, personal dragon, what is your personal get rid of it right now on the Stoop dragon?
Self-doubt, you know, it's like we're all fighting. I think self-doubt is I think that creeps in as any kind of an artist, as any kind of human being. That was one of the great things about getting to play Romeo on Broadway is at 36, I'm not the oldest guy playing Romeo, but I'm not the youngest either. So conquering self-doubt, can I do this? Is my dyslexic brain going to be able to retain all of this information?
So many people, actors in particular that I've interviewed on this show,
Yes.
have dyslexia.
Right.
What is it, do you think, that makes that a common thread among actors?
Or amongst creative types.
Yeah, any.
When you have struggled in the classroom growing up, when you've realized that your limitations academically in some areas, your brain expands into other areas to compensate, and I think it probably goes to creativity.
Are you glad for it?
Very, absolutely. It's been the greatest gift to me. It's been the greatest gift because I've had to work a lot harder. I mean, in terms of school and stuff, I had to take a lot of extra classes to get, just to get past, just to get through to the next level. And so, when it comes back to Romeo, just learning my lines, that was a huge hurdle. And then, is it all going to stay there? And then not only is it going to be there, but am I going to be able to then bring it in the way that, the bard penned it? What I'm most enjoying about playing Romeo on Broadway at the Richard Rodgers Theatre is...
It's about love, sex, money, drama. You're gonna love it.
That's all true.
Yeah.
It's is the way that actually it's mine. I'm bringing it every night, and I'm changing it, and I'm breathing through it, and I'm transforming it, and I've created it, and I get to do that every night. And if I decide in that moment, you know what, I'm gonna kiss her hand, because it just feels like I need to kiss her hand, or I'm going to lick her face.
Okay. All right. I mean, but, that wasn't a proposition.
I'll kiss your hand. I think licking your face
my
might...
face?
I love your ring.
Thank you so much.
Look at that beautiful lion. Oh, I love a lion. Yeah.
Look at
Where did you get that?
Oh, it's downtown. Okay, gross. This is getting weird.
It's getting
Thanks
weird.
for being on the show.